Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. Today we're going to be using the complete card and box die set in the 6x6 size and some of the new elements from the Decorative Collection that's available at Craftstash. And these are also from Card Making Magic. So today we're going to make an easel card and we'll go through all the different die cuts that we need to create the card. Now you will need several pieces of card that all match to start your design. So I've got two pieces of white card that are the same, and I've used the large box die and an A4 cutting platform to create those two layers. Then with the card making element, I've folded another piece of A4 in half and I've placed the non-cutting edge over the fold. And that will give me a card base that I can use with the fold at the top or at the side. Then from the next layer down, I've cut several of these. I've cut one for the front of my card, one for the inside of the card, and one for the box front. And then with the scalloped edge, I've cut another one that's going to sit on the front of my card. Now from this corner die, which is in two pieces, I've taped them together so that they will stay the same throughout my die cutting, and I've cut myself 4 corners. And then from the words, I've taken the solid piece, and from vellum I've cut myself a layer, and the words I'm going to cut out of some patterned paper. So I also have 4 pieces of paper that's all the same. So let's pop the box on one side for now and we'll start with the card. So we have our card base. Now to make an easel card you need the fold at the top, and then with a scoreboard you're going to fold this top piece in half. So once you've done that, that is the shape that you will have. Now on the inside you're going to take a piece of your patterned paper and you're going to leave a small border around 2 of the sides, make your marks and cut your card so that it then leaves just that tiny border around 4 sides. So once we have that, we're going to take one of these and that will sit on the top. Now because this is another layer and nobody will see what's happening with this one, we're going to take the word die from the set and we're going to cut the words out of the middle. So I've cut my sentiment from the centre of the stripy paper, and I've also cut it 4 more times in white card, and they're all going to be glued and stacked together with the fancy piece, the patterned piece, on the top. So with the stitched edge added to the centre of the card, that disguises that hole. Now with another patterned piece and another of the stitched edges, we're going to add these 2 together and just leave a small border around the edge. And again, because nobody will see the centre of this, we're going to take the corner die again, but we're going to split the 2 pieces and we're just going to use this. And from the centre we're going to cut 4 more of these stripy pieces. So now with my corner pieces cut from that stripy paper, that will sit on the top with just the small border around the edge, and these are going to sit underneath all the filigree pieces that we cut earlier. So once you've glued these together, this is the piece with the corners that have been cut out of it, so save that for the front of your box, and there's your corners ready to be used. Now with another piece of card and another piece of paper, you're going to just leave a small border around the edge of that and a small border around the edge of this, so you can trim these off so that they fit nice and neatly together. So now with the things ready to add to the card, I have the corners backed, I have my 2 panels backed, I've stacked the words and added them to some vellum, and I've got the inside of my card lined. Now with some foam tape I'm going to add this piece to this piece, just so that it leaves that small border again around the stitched edge. So now also with foam tape I'm going to add the corners to my card. So once you have your corners in place, you're going to take some ribbon and some lace and layer them up, and you're going to add this to the front of your card and glue it on the back. Now once you've done that, you can add this to another piece of white card that will leave just a small border around the edges. So now with some foam tape cut into thin strips and carefully placed behind the words so that it can't be seen from the front, I'm going to add this sentiment to the front of my card. Now once you've done that, you can add this to your base. So I would open your base out and be aware that you're only going to add glue to this part. I put plenty of glue on because you don't want this to fall off. So I'm adding this and leaving a small border just around the edges. And now when I open it up, the back piece folds away and that will stand as an easel card. Now with this portion of the die set I've cut some pieces and I'm just going to colour those in green. Here we have some of the items from the Christina collection, and this is the 6x6 card and box die set. We've used the flowers and the ribbons and pearls from the Decorative Collection, and we've created a beautiful easel card complete with a box. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.